Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Mattel, in their Masters of the Universe Origins line, we are featuring the very cool collaboration, Masters of the Universe with Netflix's Stranger Things. Okay, so I bought this at my local Target maybe like a month or two ago. It's a beautiful looking 2-pack. If you're familiar with Stranger Things, you might recognize this character up here. It's the Demogorgon from the Upside Down. It's kind of like the Masters of the Universe take on the crazy looking monster. It's really cool. It comes with a 20-sided die. So if you're like a Dungeons and Dragons fanatic, you know, there's the role-playing element involved. Very cool box design. I kind of feel like half of the reason why you're buying this toy is because of the package design. It really sells this 2-pack. It's fantastic. It pains me because I'm going to have to take these figures out and dispose of the packaging because I really want the figures, and even though I would love to display these figures mint in box, the figures are what I really want, but the package design is so well done. You can't feel it, but the actual logos of both properties are embossed onto the box, so there is a texture to it. And it's neat, you know, on one half you have Skeletor, and then in the Stranger Things Upside Down, you have the Demogorgon right there. On the side of the box, there's illustrations of both characters. Over here we have Skeletor, and on the other side, we have the Demogorgon. I get a kick out of the 20-sided die. That's really cool. On the back, gorgeous illustration. Upside Down Eternia. In his efforts to capture the power of Grayskull, Skeletor rips through the fabric of the universe into a new, darker world, the Upside Down. Now, subject to the rule of Vecna, Eternia counts once again on He-Man to fight back horrors like the Demogorgon and return Eternia back to home. Okay, so if you're a Stranger Things fan, this is kind of a neat thing to have. We don't get as much Stranger Things merchandise as we did like during the first 2 seasons of the show. The last season came out, God, it's such a long time ago. And it's one of those things where I kind of feel like by the time the show comes back to Netflix, all the kids will be like full-grown adults. It's kind of like how in Harry Potter, you know, they went from being cute, adorable kids to like angstful adults. But this 2-pack is awesome. It's so well done. You know, kudos to Mattel. It's such a fun collaboration. I kind of feel like it should have came out maybe like 6 years ago. But I don't think Origins was a thing yet 6 years ago, barring the exclusives. Okay, let's take these figures out. Lots of plastic ties to remove. This is my least favorite thing of the hobby. Right, here's the Demogorgon staff. It's awesome. Again, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons player, you'll recognize the 20-sided die on both ends. And it's kind of cool because it comes with these clip-on effect pieces. So you can kind of recreate like a fiery effect. And we'll take a look at that later. Here is the wonderful Demogorgon figure. It looks like it's making reuse of the Beastman figure. Alright, I just completely dismantled Skeletor trying to take him out. I hate these plastic ties. God, I always forget. There's so many of them. Alright, just give me a moment. I apologize for this. It's kind of a mess here. Again, I hate these plastic ties. They're horrible. Alright, let's get to the figures. I wasted enough time taking these out. Let's get Skeletor back together again. I love the Origins line, how the figures can like be disassembled and you can make customs and unique characters. Alright, so we have two wonderful looking figures. Let's take a look at the Demogorgon first, because I have a feeling that's what you came here to see. Alright, first with his accessory, the very cool staff. Like I mentioned, if you're a Dungeons & Dragons or tabletop role player, you'll recognize the 20-sided dice, one on each end. And it comes with a very cool flame effects. So they wrap around and then they clip in like so. It's very, very awesome. Very, very cool. And while they're on here, they actually spin around too, which is nice. That's such a cool idea. I don't know whoever came up with this idea, but whoever at Mattel did deserves a raise. They have some very innovative designers at Mattel, especially when it comes to the Masters of the Universe. The Demogorgon, it looks awesome. Like I mentioned, it's making a reuse of the Beastman figure. You know, you kind of have Beastman's fur armor with kind of like the chaotic symbol in the middle. He has his bicep armor plates like the original figure had. He has the hairy chested torso and the hairy forearms. But it does look like it comes with new hands. I don't believe Beastman had these hands. And he also comes with, it looks like, new feet. Beastman definitely did not come with these feet. The head on the Demogorgon looks incredible. You have these, it almost kind of reminds me of like Little Shop of Horrors with a man-eating plant. With these large like phalanges and teeth on the inside. Nice color scheme too. It's kind of like a very soft pastel, kind of like pinkish purple. Yeah, that looks so cool. Look at that. All the teeth on the inside. But for the most part, it's a standard Masters of the Universe figure. And let's see if we can get the staff in place. The fingers are very tight. They're not very pliable, unfortunately, so it's going to be kind of hard to get the staff in. There you go. So we have the Demogorgon complete with weapon. Very cool accessory. I love this staff. It's so cool. It's almost kind of like a Polynesian fire dancer, you know. But yeah, this is awesome. Definitely give Skeletor or He-Man a run for their money. And speaking of Skeletor, once again, we have another Skeletor figure. Same Skeletor as we've gotten before. I just think the color scheme is a little bit different. The blues on him is a little bit more muted with a kind of like satin finish. It looks like his head might glow in the dark, I think. But if you already have like a dozen Skeletors in your collection like we all do, this is not breaking any new ground. But for me, it's still a welcome addition. I don't mind having all the different variations. You know, I'm a big fan of old skeleton head, and I think, you know, it's such a cool thing to have. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if they gave us the sword with the clip on the front, because as you can see, he cannot dual wield. Either this hand is going to hold the sword or the staff, because no accessory is going to hold in this hand right here. But you can just do what I used to do, just store the sword in the back, and then just give him the staff, like so. And then we have Skeletor and the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Skeletor is harnessing the power of the Upside Down and the powers of Vecna, and he's calling forth the Demogorgon to help him in his quest to annihilate He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And speaking of He-Man, here he is, the original Origins figure from the first wave. Just to give you an idea of what they look like all together. So yeah, great line of figures. I'm so glad that Mattel's still pushing on with Masters of the Universe. I was always under the impression that maybe it was only going to last maybe 2 or 3 waves, but here we are so many years later and so many figures later. Great set. If you happen to find this at your local Target, don't hesitate to pick it up, especially if you're a fan of Stranger Things. Very unique character, a very unique monster, and a welcome addition to any MOTU collection. Alright, with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.